as you probably know, when the EU was founded back in the 1950s, its aims were mainly economic. So we had the first bit of it which was created, which was the European Coal and Steel Community, simply aiming to create a common market in coal and steel. And then in the late 50s, we had the creation of two further communities, the European Atomic Energy Community and then the European Economic Community. All of this had some kind of an economic aim. The broader aim, the broader rationale behind all these communities was, of course, to maintain peace in Europe. They were created as a response to the Second World War, but the immediate aim was purely economic. This meant that if you go actually to see the founding treaties from the 1950s, you will see no reference at all to human rights. In fact, as a side note, the first reference in the treaties to fundamental human rights was only made in 1993 with the Treaty of Maastricht amendments made to the EC Treaty. So, as there was no mention of human rights, it goes without saying that there was absolutely no mention of LGBT rights. And the first mention of human rights in the treaties was made in 1993, as I said a minute ago, by the Treaty of Maastricht. In the Treaty of Maastricht, it's still there, it's Article 6, as has been amended through subsequent treaties. But still, until today, there is no mention of the rights of LGBT persons in the treaties, apart from one or two provisions which we're going to see later. And the word LGBT rights is not mentioned at all in the treaties. It's basically, in the treaties we see prohibition of discrimination on the grounds of sexual orientation, but no reference as such to LGBT rights. And until 1999, we only had soft law measures at EU level for the protection of LGBT rights. When we speak of soft measures, this means that we had things like resolutions, decisions, non-binding decisions, recommendations by the EU institutions saying we should protect LGBT rights, we should make a proposal prohibiting discrimination on the ground of sexual orientation, but there was nothing binding until 1999. And then we had, in 1999, we had the Amsterdam Treaty, which came into force. The Amsterdam Treaty was one of the treaties which are called vanishing treaties, meaning it came into force, it made amendments to the main treaties, the constituent treaties, and then it vanished. And this treaty is, I would say, basically the most important from the point of view of LGBT rights, because it introduced a new provision into the EC Treaty, which was one of the two constituent EU treaties. And it inserted a new provision. At the time it was Article 13 EC, now it's Article 19 TF.